Hey, this is Kurt the Boat Doctor. Boy, oh boy, it's gonna be a little lumpy out there. Got it out southwest, probably 20 miles an hour in climbing. And the bars closed, you can see flashing lights. Yeah, not bad until I get out there. Anyway, this is a 180 hewescraft. Now this is a nice boat actually. I got some suggestions for hewescraft too. What I would do, what we did on the 16s way back, these are probably 18s, maybe a little longer than that on the width. I would probably no max go 24 inches out. That way you could put 2 people on each seat, then you'd have 6 people. I think these carry about 7 people, but then the weight, these are old Coast Guard approved and exceed the ratings actually for flotation. So in other words, if you had 6 people and you had 2,000 pounds in the boat or 3,000 pounds, well, you may be nice and throw them a dry suit and a couple life jackets and throw a couple people overboard and tell me you'll meet them back at the dock if you filled it full of water. That's when you have to worry about it, because you can put 10 people in this boat, it ain't gonna drop but another quarter inch, half inch. But if it fills full of water, that's when you got to go by the weight, and they exceed the weight. But like I say, if you're nice, give them a dry suit and a couple life jackets. Say, hey, 2 of you guys got a bail, I'll pick you up at the ramp if it fills full of water. That's a joke, by the way. Don't try that on the water. It is not a joke though, but it is a joke, kind of. Okay, so anyway, this is 2024. This can be bought right. This is one of them good boats. So back to this. So on the seats, even if you went to 24s, you'd be sitting here, drop the backdrop right here. That would give you a hell of a lot more room in the back. A lot of guys run with no tops in the summer, or just a size in the top and no backdrop, which is fine. But when you bring your top way back here, it kind of eliminates your room back here. These are a nice wide bottom boat, so, and I'll go through that in a second. But see, back here you just lose a lot of room. So in theory, if you were just going to haul 4 people and then just run a couple deck chairs, 1 and 6 in here, but that way you could take that backdrop and drop it right here, and look at all the room you'd have in an 18-foot boat. It'd be just something hewescraft should probably think about doing as an option, is making these tops come back where the backdrop drops here with these seats in it. And again, even at 24, but at this price, what I would probably do is I'd have a new top made for this thing, and I would have it dropped right to here. And like, again, look at all that room you'd gain instead of from here back. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think a guy can pick this thing up for 68, which is a hell of a deal, and things are going to start really moving come the first of the year. So we had a few boats we can get these prices down. This is a 2024 Y, brand new. It's got a 150 on it too, which is a bonus. So if you have a 150, see, here comes the wind gust. But now the thing is, say you ever wanted to go to a 20-foot prov, which gives you a ton of room, you could say, hey, I'm just going to trade holes, I want a 20-foot, but I'm taking my motor. That 150 would work great on a 20-foot prov in a lot of different boats, like a 21 striper also. North River's 21 foot, you can run that motor. So a lot of guys will put 115s or 90s on these, but for the money difference, I would probably do the 150. It's explosive. This is like I say, a 48-gallon tank in here. You got dual wipers, top, sides, backdrop, windows, stops right there. You got a anchor plate or guard up here, so if you got an anchor, you have a cleat, you can just add an anchor derrick. That way it doesn't scratch on your paint. Now you can tell on hewescraft, they got the best welds on the market right now, and we're talking the top of the line welded boats. hewescraft, they don't say, I'm going to take a break here and finish up the weld halfway through. I mean, they do a damn good job. There's your fish box drain down here. Here's your deck drain right here, short bow area. So if you did take water, which you'll see today, because I guarantee I'll take water over that window today. Spare tire. You got swing tongue. You got disc brakes on all 4. You got your keel roller. That roller there is not meant for the keel to rest on. That's just when you're putting it on the boat, if you maybe had a steep ramp or something with the bow come, so it doesn't hit the cross member. Peekapoo hole here, 2-inch ball. About from the bottom of the top ball is 23 inches. Nice, forgot, I think the 32-inch size, 28-inch on the depth on the inside. Yeah, you got, I believe it's a 72 inch bottom on here as well. I think it's just over 1,700 dry weight. They ain't counting, I believe, the motors, and of course the trailer is just the dry weight of the boat. Your gear bath oil hubs, extension of the hull, so basically you can classify this as probably a 20-foot 8-inch boat. That does help it from porpoising. You got snake bars. Look at the wind even turning that prop. That's down. You get windy out here. Now we're gonna have fun today. You got a kicker bracket, integrated hydraulic steering. That here you can get to your lower bolt holes on your motor place. You can get to your like wards down live well pumps with your Seacock valves. And it's already pre-rigged for a kicker motor remote. Here's your gas fill. It's got over half a tank. Just look at those welds. 17 pitch aluminum right hand, 50. You can still change oil right here, so you can do it yourself. The first 20-hour one, I'd have the Yamaha dealer do it. After that, you can change it yourself. Freshwater flush right here. It's got the GTM. I don't know if that says 54 or 51 TM. I can tell you when I'm in the boat, when I start her up. Right here's your where you put your flushers. Always have water going to it. When you start it, make sure there's water going to it first. Shut it off. Go ahead, shut off, then turn the water off. Right back here, you'll see this little scratch mark. It ain't a scratch mark, that's your speed pickup for your speed. And that's your bleeder valves. Really nice boat. Let me see what else. Oh, and it's got a 14 by 15 by 30 degree hull. And this is another nice thing to do too. See how they raise this up? It makes sense because water runs on here, it'll run out back behind your backdrop and go in instead of rolling inside your boat. Good idea. And this has got the curtain. They have the side that come back and attach to the top. Same thing with the front, it zips instead of having to unsnap those on the front. LED bow lights. You got the live well in the back, and I'll show you all that stuff when I get in the boat. You got your wards down pump, you got your smooth ride seats, you got the, I believe, the command link gauge. I'll know for sure when I get in there. You got your Garmin, I set that up previously, grab handles. Nice boat. This is going to be a good test for this boat because it is getting ugly and cameras don't do it justice. So I think I went through all the specs on here. If you have any more information, just call down and ask for one of our salesmen at ymarina, 888-5501. But this is a good buy on this. It's a 2024 with a 150. That's a key thing. So after this, these things don't go down, they just keep going up. And it is vinyl. Vinyl I like kind of better than paint. I used to be opposite, but the thing is, vinyl is more elastic, where paint will just scratch. These will give a little bit, so it takes a little bit more to scratch these. And if you do need a vinyl wrap, it's about 1,800 bucks for the whole boat. You got the slick bunks, 2x6s, grab handle back, the ladder. So I think we sold that 19 new Arima, and we sold the Sea-Dory, I believe. So we got one Arima down there left. That's a hell of a good buy too. With the 90 horse on it, it's a 19-foot 2023. It's a kind of basically a pre-owned but new. I think the guy went out with me one time and then he decided to go bigger because he was going to do more offshore. And that goes back to how to buy a boat. Now, if you have to base it on 70% of the time where you're going to be using that boat. That's why and how you buy the boat. You don't sit there and say, I'm going to go in the ocean. Yeah, I might go up the river, so that would be a jet. Okay, but that could be only one time maybe. So the other times you go out, you're going to just be in the bay, the river out here in the jetty. And you know, so it wouldn't pay you to get the bigger boat, you know, for the ocean if you're going to just be going out here. So that's how you want to buy a boat. 70% of the time you're going to be using the boat, like for crabbing, fishing, skiing. Then you'd want a boat like this. Now, if you're dead set ocean 70% of the time, then I would say get a 26, 28 footer. So you just keep that in mind. So now we're going to have fun. We're going to put this in, and may even get my raincoat. Yeah, I can tell that ain't bad here, but boy, out there in the middle, I can see it capping way down there, and that means it's, if I can see it from here, it's nasty. Boat doctor out.